Hello, fellow hunters. This is Jared the Lantern, and I'm here with not so much a countdown of sorts, but just a rundown, basically, of some of my favorite Halloween shows that I like to watch during Halloween time. This is the time of year that we're all trying to get in the mood. Not that we really have to try that hard. And even though that there's countless Halloween movies that I really enjoy, there's quite a few Halloween TV shows and other type of programs that I enjoy as well. There's just a kind of a short sampling, really in no particular order. But anyway, here we go. One of the first ones I really love watching, I like watching all of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Halloween specials, but in particular I love number 5. There's 3 stories in it. 2 that I really loved were The Shining and The Nightmare Cafeteria. The Shining, of course, was kind of like a parody of The Shining, and it just had Homer going crazy, and even more so than usual. Had some great imagery. It had him acting much like the Jack Nicholson character, just completely out of sorts. And The Nightmare Cafeteria was kind of a story about how the cafeteria workers were using the children as food. Next up is Roseanne, particularly the episode Boo. Roseanne was known for doing amazing over-the-top Halloween episodes. In fact, they were the sitcom that was known to have started doing Halloween first. In particular, this episode Boo, which I believe is in the 2nd season, really displayed some amazing Halloween fun, especially for us Halloween hunters. They actually treated their trick-or-treaters to a complete walkthrough of their house for a little haunted walkthrough. Next is a newer sitcom, Raising Hope. This is just such a fun episode, fun show, and it starts off, we find out that the grandmother character turns into like a childlike character when she eats too much Halloween candy, and she wants to go trick-or-treating because she thinks she's 9 years old. And the story kind of goes on with the main character, Jimmy. He's the son in the family, and he's having a good time with a girl who he would like to have as his girlfriend. In the meantime, he loses his child, who is the namesake of the show, Hope. And the show really this episode really kind of follows that whole story of how, or if he's able to find his daughter. So kind of like on the darker side here, we have American Horror Story. In the first season of American Horror Story, which was the kind of unofficially titled Murder House, they had a Halloween Part 1 and Part 2. Some really grotesque and scary imagery with this particular episode, but nonetheless it was a really fascinating Halloween episode that really didn't bring a feel-good vibe to Halloween whatsoever, but it is one that I enjoy watching during the Halloween season. One of my all-time favorites, and definitely on the lighter side, is Freaks and Geeks. This particular episode, it was entitled Tricks and Treats, and as you can see, we have some high schoolers here who are maybe a little over the age of their trick-or-treating age, but they still decide to dress up. If you are not familiar with Freaks and Geeks, it's basically a show about exactly the name. It's the freaks of the school, who are kind of like the hippies, and then you have the geeks, who are like the more, well, I guess geeky kids. But it's a really, really fun episode. I totally recommend checking it out. It is on Netflix, by the way. And finally, definitely on the lighter side of all these episodes, it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I think this has to be probably a favorite amongst any Halloween fan. It's just truly a classic, and I can never get enough. I watch this quite a few times during the Halloween season. It's just so much fun to watch. Bring back a lot of great memories of a kid, and no matter how old you are, I think you can really enjoy this. So there's my list. Again, no order, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you agree, and let me know what you like. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, keep it creepy.